A very special edition of Business Morning, 1.5 hours in partnership with the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, business perspectives on the state of the economy. Okay, now we've got to get things a bit electrified with the power being a major component of our daily life from birth even till death. Okay, so this is one conversation that 160 million Nigerians have a very different story to tell. But let's get the members of the panel to weigh in on this. But first, we'll have a bit of this conversation with some members of our discussants who are here with us. And Abimbo Onafowokan, who is the Chief Executive Officer at Power Systems, will raise the curtain for us as far as power is concerned. Now we need power, Bimbo. We need power for mining. You can use solar or energy to dig meters under the ground for any of those solid minerals. So how do we go from here?
Thank you. For power, like you rightly said, is a very, very important sector of the economy. While we're considering increasing productivity to come out of recession, for sustainability, without power, we cannot do that. Manufacturers, apart from foreign exchange and other indices that raise costs of and make their products less competitive, is because they are sourcing power from other means that is much more expensive than if we were power efficient as a country. The Minister of Power, Housing, Works and Housing, Minister of BRF, Babatunde Fashola, has gotten it right by diversifying diversifying power sources, one of which is coal. We have been told that coal, of course, is not environmentally friendly. However, we forget that it's the most sustainable. Due to the fact, if you look at many countries in the world, Canada, US, UK, they still get majority of their power from coal. We need to go back there. And I also would at this stage encourage our government to focus on coal. The Lagos State government is doing something like that. They've already passed a policy to generate their own sources of power using captive power. And the regulation of power, of the power industry, is also something we need to consider. It is very essential that we also diversify, and encourage even the state government to produce power, using coal and other means that are sustainable. That is my view.
Well, thank you very much for weighing in on that. Well, let's get a bit of this. Again, the side of mining is very important. If we look at the contributions of mining to the GDP, still very insignificant considering the potentials within that particular sector, and we had a bit of that earlier from Tony, who spoke very heartily about what he wants to see within his sector. But let's talk to the gentleman who is the Chief Executive Officer at SPOG Nigeria, Seun Latunji. Talk to us about mining and how important power is to what you need to do, what you need to achieve within this very important subsector of the economy.
Thank you very much, Bosun. There's the popular saying that if you don't grow it, you have to mine it. So that underscores the importance of mining all over the world. And particularly in Nigeria, we need to understand that if you don't power the mines, productivity cannot be achieved optimally. And this has to do with finance at the end of the day. And what I can understand is from mining, we are able to actually bankroll all the forex needs that are required in this country if the financial institutions are properly coordinated by the Central Bank of Nigeria to come and understand how this business works. It's an issue that has to do with knowledge. They don't understand how the trade works. They don't understand how these minerals work. So it's impossible for them to actually create a package. But we advise that the CBN governor, respectfully, should convene a roundtable of the key players who are mining, actively mining, and exporting. These people have records in the banks. It's simple. It's not rocket science. They should convene a roundtable discussion with these players and get this thing going. And of course, the roadmap by the Honorable Minister is excellent, but we need good speed in that area. The future is talking about a completely electrified mine. We have way behind schedule on that because we run on generators, diesel generators currently.
Okay, so from Spog Limited. Thank you very much. I'm sure the mining folks, all of your names are just coming out, so we've got to keep understanding you. We'll get used to petroleum all the time, so we know all the names just off head. But those of you in mining, we just have to do a lot. But again, if you look at what the banks have done for the power sector, I'm not too sure if they'll be too happy anytime soon to roll out any money to mining sector they don't know. We'll come back after the break. The National Economic Recovery Plan is next.